Dear teachers, hello and welcome to yet another video. In this video, we will be talking about Swasthavritta Yoga Syllabus according to NCISM. So this is the brief content of the video. In this video, a sincere effort is made to connect the dots to get a clear picture about Swasthavritta Syllabus. So we will go through all these points. We will try to compare, correlate and analyze and try to understand in a better and simple way. As we all know, the Swasthavritta Yoga syllabus from academic year 23-24 for 5 years or until further notification. So this is the index of our syllabus and all of us are well versed with it. So this is the syllabus. I will not go in detail about this because everyone is following the same and we are near to the end of the second term. But in this video, we will try to closely analyze many of the points and try to understand it in better way. So this was a previous video. If you have not seen, I strongly recommend to go through this video, especially the newly joined teachers. You must see this video. Coming to today's video, this video is to help out in better understanding academic planning and execution as per new syllabus and also scope to refine or reform at some points. And I request you to not to skip any part and see the full video till end. So beginning with the papers, everyone know there are 2 papers or 100 marks each. In first paper there are 10 points and in paper second there are 15 points. Totally 25 points are there in the syllabus. For lecture hours both have 75 hours and non-lecture hours there are 37 hours in paper 1 and 38 hours in paper 2. So in this slide, I have taken few points from paper 1 and paper 2 and tried to compare the marks allotted and the teaching hours. So we can see or feel that there is no uniform distribution in some points. Like in Dincharya, 38 marks are there and 13 hours teaching. Similarly in Janapadodams, only 10 marks is there and about 47 hours of teaching is allotted. This slide represents the academic calendar of the present batch. So we can see the term-wise distribution of lecture hours and non-lecture hours. So these numbers are taken from actual syllabus and tried to compile here and analyze. Here also one can feel that there is no uniform distribution of the syllabus considering term, as in second term we can see total 129 hours of teaching. For distribution of syllabus term wise, I needed to find out total working days. Then I have gone through this document where in table 12 there is no mention of total working days. So I took the reference from first professional BMS where it is mentioned 320 days and same is mentioned in final year also. So because of uneven distribution, one may face difficulty in forming ATP. So considering the actual available working days, here is an illustration of term-wise distribution. Actual number may change considering academic calendar, considering annual days, NSS camp, educational visits, etc. So in this slide we can see when we distribute the syllabus in sequence in term wise, we can get these figures or similar to these figures where we can see 85 teaching hours in first term, similar in second term, and in third term we'll get 57. So these numbers may be similar more or less for all the institution and more practical. So in this syllabus points may get shifted from one term to other term because of the change in distribution. Then this is about theory exam, which I have already covered in previous video. It is divided into 3 categories. The points are must to know, desirable to know, nice to know And this is what the distribution what we can see in the question paper and the weightage of the points accordingly in the paper. Now coming to practicals, so here is the list of topics of practicals which is given, and similarly we can see the teaching hours. Here again we can see in third term the more number of practicals are given, we will get less time in third term. So here also it can be redistributed and accordingly we can make ATP. So depending on the list of practicals, the students were going to write in their practical record books. So in this 7th point you can see local health educational visits. So here is the list I have compiled where you can see about 8 educational visits we can plan. So this is the content of practical record book for paper 1 and paper 2. In MUHS we have 2 practical record books where NCISM has given single practical book. So state wise it can change. In IEC here in bracket role play is mentioned. You will get its answer in next few slides. So before that we will go through this slide where list of practicals and list of activities are compared, and we can see a lot of similarities in both, or we can feel that it is a repetition, so that there may be confusion where it should be written in practical book or activity book. So here is another example, like in practical about national health programs, the similar activity is mentioned. There may be few other similarities in practical and activity list. So this is the activity book where you get a list of different activities, and in the box you will get the different activities mentioned in the syllabus, and I tried to compile and put which activity can be taken under which topic, like assignment, chart, group discussion, PBL, role play, seminar, survey, quiz and visits, etc. Most of the activities are included here, and it will help us to plan different activities throughout the year. So in this file you will see I have tried to compile different activities and mention them under different headings to understand and implement easily. So here is a list of different activities under different topics. So these are about 30 activities which we can conduct during practical or non-lecture hours. In next point, I tried to compile all the charts and posters under one heading and tried to distribute them in all students equally. So these charts are mentioned in the syllabus. You can add more charts as per your interest, and you can distribute them to the students. So next is role play. There are 5 role plays mentioned. Here also we can distribute in students making their groups. So I have explained IEC in previous slides. So during these role play one can use different IEC tools and they can explain the topic. So it is recommended to conduct IEC first, then to give role play, or also you can conduct IEC topic in first term and you can continue with the role plays. So next is quiz. There are 3 quiz mentioned on 3 topics which we can conduct in term wise, and also assignments or compilation are mentioned under different headings which I have categorized in Ahar Varga, Patya Patya Vyati and National Health Programs. And here is a list under all 3 headings which can be utilized to give assignments or compilation work to all the students. So in first, this is about Ahar Varga, so you can add 4 more and make it 100 and give each one Ahara Dravya. Second is list of diseases, where try to cover all non-communicable diseases and also deficiency diseases along with other few common diseases. that is Patya Ahara Vihara and Apatya Ahara Vihara. The third topic is related to NHP. So here is a list of about 19 plus 1 including NHP. So these are 20, we can distribute evenly in all the students. So in this I have not included seminars because only few topics I have mentioned about seminar. So we can include them along with these points. So all these three compilations you can make students to present. Also the charts what they prepare they can present. So we can consider them under seminar or presentation. So now we will discuss about practical exam topics. You can see here the distribution of practical marks under different points. So we can see the comparison of actual practical topics and practical exam topics. So we can feel a little bit gap between these two as they are not directly mentioned in the practical list of topics. So Dincharya, disinfectant, Ahar and yoga performance are covered here in practical list. The rest of the topics are related to mainly practical record books. Though we covered these points under different headings, but it is not mentioned in this practical list. So we can see in this the written practical exam here in point number 2, advice on diet case and advice on lifestyle is there for 25 and 15 marks. Similarly in point number 3, disinfection, communicable disease and environmental health for 15 marks. Non-communicable disease, deficiency disease is for 15 marks. So about which I have talked in previous slide. And I strongly feel that a list of scenario should have been provided as everything is predetermined considering the outcome. Example for which we will see in the next slide, that is about Viva, where you can see the Viva questions are ready-made for both the papers and you have to just ask through this list only. So now you can understand why I feel that there should be a list of scenario also. Hope we may get a refined syllabus before next batch commences, considering few points mentioned here and other points raised by different teachers time to time. Different ways are available to take teachers' suggestions and feedback and to refine it in no time. Definitely this video will guide us for upcoming batch in better planning and execution. If you think any part of the video is misinterpreted or misleading, kindly write in the comment box, and thank you for watching till the end.